Fanatics sent you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a variety of topics for you today. Number one, we're going to be discussing the loss from the New England Patriots. Number two, we're going to be discussing how the Buffalo Bills totally would have won that game. We're going to be discussing how the Miami Dolphins just got awful news about their brand new head coach and something about the New York Jets. I'm not sure what Richie has in store for us, but we're going to start off with the New England Patriots, unfortunately, laying an egg on primetime television, Super Bowl 60. Colby, thoughts, man. What happened during this game? Go off.
You know, a lot of people want me to sit here and rant. They want me to sit here and be mad. They want me to sit here and be upset. I've seen the comments. I see people trolling. I've seen people in the comments, even in this live stream, waiting for us to start saying, oh, I can't wait to hear the excuses Colby's had. I've never once given this team excuses all year long. I've done nothing but give you facts. And if you want to take facts as me coping, you should probably do some internal digging, because if you want to argue with facts, that sounds like a you problem. Because what people don't realize is that this team was not meant to go to the Super Bowl. This team was not built to go to the Super Bowl year one. And that's what really confuses my mind. I've been boggling my mind around this, how some of these noob non-ball knowers are really going to sit here and clown the Patriots, saying that they are frauds, all because year one, they did not go out there and win the Super Bowl. I mean, Drake May and Mike Vrabel, year one of this system, they went to the big game before Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence. We can go on and on and on. I mean, if you want to talk AFC East, the Buffalo Bills ran the same damn regime with the same damn head coach, with the same damn quarterback that Bills fans every single year said, it's our year. You guys are the new Cowboys fans, for the love of God. And you still were never able to get to the big game. But a 23-year-old quarterback, Drake May, who's the second youngest quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl, year one of Mike Vrabel's new regime, year one of Josh McDaniels, year one of a brand new defensive coordinator, year one of over 50% of the roster turn, and yet the Patriots were able to get to the Super Bowl, is a testament to where this team is going. Everybody said all year long that the New England Patriots would be lucky to win 8 games, and everyone all year long kept switching up the narrative. It was the Patriots lost the offseason. Then the narrative was the Patriots won't make the playoffs. Then it was the Patriots won't win the AFC East. Then it was the Patriots won't stop Justin Herbert. Then it was, well, you can't score on Houston's defense. Then it was, you can't win in Denver. And then it was, they have no chance at winning the Super Bowl. And let's also keep it honest, okay? While the Patriots never had any business winning this game, and I told that to you guys at the Super Bowl, we got shellacked. There was no point in this game where I think anybody said, yeah, the Patriots might win this thing. No, there was no point. But the Patriots did not get blown out like everybody in the media is trying to say, okay? It was 16 points. 16 points is not a blowout. What we saw from this game is that this team is young. Why are you giving those looks? So you guys think 16 points? 16 points. Hold on.
Colby.
16 points.
All right. So one thing I did want to point out, a couple of things. First off, congratulations to your New England Patriots for making it to the Super Bowl. I'm not really going to pile on to you for the fact that what we have been saying for a very long time, that you did have the easiest schedule in NFL history, that like 12 out of the 16 games or 17 games you played ultimately ended up firing their head coach that year.
Yeah, because the Patriots.
With the other 5 to 6, like had like a backup quarterback, what have you.
Okay, Dan, let me ask you this.
Well, hey,
go ahead, but then I want to ask you a question.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
I'm not done either.
And then, but like, here's also why I think a lot of us are so upset is because everyone was trying to say like, oh my God, Drake May, so much better than this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. He should have won MVP. We had Patriots fans doxing and threatening families from people that didn't vote for him for MVP. And we regularly point out Trent Dilfer as being one of the worst quarterbacks in playoff history. Drake May now owns that. Like, he is now literally statistically, advanced analytically, box score, Madden stats, the worst playoff quarterback in NFL history, which is insane. And last thing I will, right before I kick it off to somebody else that would like to discuss this fact, I've been hearing a lot of Patriots fans say this, oh, don't worry, it's year one, we'll be back. It's not as easy as you think. In the history of the sport, only 4 quarterbacks have ever won a Super Bowl when after they lost their first attempt. Only 4 in NFL history. And the only guy that's done it in the past 20 quarterbacks was Jalen Hurts. So it's not as easy as you think of being like, oh, don't worry, we're going to go back and get it done. So it's only happened 4 times in NFL history. So
no, I need to bark back at Dan here because Dan, I've seen Dan calling the Patriots fraudulent and even just now saying, oh, well, we finally saw because the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, which, by the way, 30 other teams in the league were not able to get to. There's only one team that can talk shit on the Patriots right now, and that's the Seahawks. How are the Patriots fraudulent when the expectations were win 8 games and they went to the Super Bowl? I'm sorry, but the people who are calling the Patriots fraudulent, why are we acting like this was the 2024, 2025 Buffalo Bills, who your expectation was to go to a Super Bowl, not even win it, just get to it. And you guys still have not been able to do that. And if the Patriots schedule was the reason that they were in the Super Bowl, tell me why the team with the easiest schedule last year in the Atlanta Falcons couldn't get to double-digit wins or make the postseason. The year prior, the New Orleans Saints, easiest schedule in the NFL, couldn't get to double-digit wins, couldn't make the postseason. Why Josh Allen had one of the easiest cupcake schedules out of any MVP candidate over the last 10 years. He, yet again, still was not able to make the Super Bowl. This narrative that just because the Patriots had an easier schedule, that's why they walked to the Super Bowl, players themselves, current, former, have all said, doesn't matter how easy your schedule is. This is the freaking NFL. And to get to the Super Bowl has nothing to do with the schedule. Look, as for Drake May, he's 23 years old. He's still learning. And I'm sorry, but if you know anything about football, I say this all the time. The offensive line is like the engine to a car. If you do not have an offensive line, there's going to be no type of offensive production. Ramondre Stevenson averaged 3.4 yards per carry in this game. Henderson averaged 3.3. Why? Because the offensive line was giving no push up front. Drake May had no time in the passing game. We saw that. His internal clock was sped up. He couldn't get the ball out. The offensive line was not giving him any opportunity. So you can hate on Drake May as much as you want. Drake May does have partial blame in this game, 100%. I'm not telling you he doesn't. But if we're just going to put this all on Drake May, who had the worst ranked offensive line throughout the entire postseason, we need to take a step back because Drake May's also the first quarterback. The New England Patriots are the first team to play 3 top 5 defenses in the postseason and win. They went into Seattle in Super Bowl 60 here and played the 4th top 5 defense, arguably the best defense according to many metrics in the NFL. So you're hating on the Patriots, you're hating on this offense for struggling in the postseason, but they did something that no other team in NFL history was able to do. You call this coping, I call this facts.
TD, thoughts? Because you know what? I've been trying to read your facial expressions, and I don't know if we're about to witness a complete turn on your love affair of the New England Patriots or if you're going to back Colby up. He said a lot. He said, look, it's the offensive line, although that with Drake May had several opportunities. It's the damn Super Bowl where he did have a clean pocket and he pissed down his leg. Thoughts on the New England Patriots? Thoughts on the New England Patriots performance, Drake May, and everything you just heard?
So what happened on Sunday was very frustrating for me because, I get frustrated even about this show sometimes because people don't listen to me. I've been coming on here every single week of this season trying to tell y'all how fraudulent the Patriots have been, and nobody want to listen. Nobody want to listen, and I just don't get it.
He's back. He's back. Go ahead.
Hey, Kobe, y'all garbage. Y'all
You gotta
trash, man. Kobe, Drake May, listen, man, Drake May got a good future ahead of him, but he was a bum. He was a bummity bum. And yeah, your old line were bums too, but I'm sorry, Drake May was missing the open opportunity. Man, Drake May was bumming it.
His internal clock was sped up. That's a fact.
Yeah, okay. So was Sam Darnold. He was pressured all game. That's no excuse.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
He was pressured Sam's face the whole game.
The Patriots were not nearly
It's
TD's
turn.
It's the most tackles out of any defense this entire postseason. What do you mean?
It's my
TD's
turn.
turn. It's TD's turn. I've muted them. Go ahead.
Thank you. And to be factual on what you and Richie was just arguing about, Sam Darnold was pressured like crazy for about 3 quarters in that game.
Well,
but
Sam
he found a way. Huh?
Thank you.
I said Sam sucked too, but.
Oh, no. You know what? Nope.
He sucked.
Nope.
Drake May outperformed Sam
I'm not
Darnold.
letting that. Man, Kobe, get that
Whoa. Wait,
Statistically,
Colby,
Drake May
just say that again. What did you just say? Say that again.
Yeah, hold up. So Drake May in this game, 295 passing yards to Sam's 202. Drake May, 62.8 completion percentage to Darnold's 50.
Thank y'all.
Drake May, 2 touchdowns to Sam Darnold's 1.
Thank y'all.
Where
Wait,
Drake
do you
May,
actually
where
believe
Drake-
this?
All right. All
Wait,
right.
wait,
all
wait,
right.
do you actually believe what you just-
struggled.
Right.
Where Drake
All
May
right.
ultimately struggled was the turnovers, and that's what makes this close.
Hey, it's all right, TD. We need to hear from you. All right.
2
go ahead.
interceptions.
Hey,
Kobe,
The
stop,
argument
bro.
comes in, but quarterback
Kobe.
rating 79.1.
All right,
I cannot believe what I
right.
just heard.
I'm telling you, statistically
you coping.
speaking, yes,
Kobe,
Drake
you
May
coping.
play better.
You coping hard, Kobe.
How am I coping? I just listed
Guys,
facts.
guys,
Stop.
That's
That's a
not
fact.
facts, brother. I promise you that, dude.
Hey,
That's not a
hey,
fact.
hey.
That's a stat line, brother.
Hey,
how's
hey, with
just
TD. All
conveniently
right,
leaving out
Kobe,
3
I'm muting
turnovers.
you. I love you. I'm muting you, Richie.
Yeah, let me finish,
TD,
man.
finish the rest of what you're saying.
Yeah,
TD.
so listen, first of all, the first blame goes to Drake May for me. Number 2, the offensive line. But number 3, who nobody's talking about, McDaniels, that was terrible. Like I'm looking at route concepts and everything. It was just horrific, okay? The Patriots just sold. They were bums in that game. They were outmatched. And I'll tell you this, the defense played well enough to win a Super Bowl for the Patriots. The defense played. They gave up some rushing yards, but they didn't break on that back end. But one time late in the game, the defense play. If I got a defense going in the war and I know they're going to give me a game like that, I feel like I'm winning a Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear nothing about no defense and Gonzo making massive plays. But I'm sorry, I'm done with these fraudulent Patriots. Y'all had your shot. Now you're done. Y'all ain't no Brady dynasty. Y'all ain't winning 7 games next year.
Who said
Anyway,
we're Brady dynasty?
I did, and I was wrong. I was bad wrong.
Wrong. I told you were wrong for that.
But last thing before I move on to Richie, I do want to say this about Sam Darnold. I'm done. There ain't no more doubts in my mind. I told y'all Sam Darnold didn't have to be great in that game. All Sam needed to do was play at a minimum average and don't contribute to any portion of a loss or don't do anything that's going to hurt your team. That man ain't hurt his team once in that game. He didn't hurt his team one time in that game. And a matter of fact, when that pressure was bearing down on him, you know how many sacks he broke out of? Patriots was back there on him. He was breaking out of sacks. They just couldn't close in on him. You know how many times it was play action, a guy in his face, and he, at the last second, got rid of the ball for an intermediate pass? Sam Darnold did his job. He did it well. Was he elite? No. Was he great? No. Was he really good? I'm not even going to say that, but he was good. He was good enough to win a Super Bowl, and that's all I ever ask for a quarterback in a big game like that because it's a team game. Salute to the Seattle Seahawks. Y'all were the best team in the NFL this season. And Kobe,
I agree.
Y'all garbage, bro. Y'all are garbage.
If we're garbage, then what are the Dolphins, Jets, and Bills?
Y'all ain't gonna have a shot next year.
What? So no. But like, answer the question. But just answer the question.
Y'all ain't even put up a
But just answer the question.
All right.
But just answer the question.
All right, we have heard enough from TD. Richie, thoughts on this game? And by the way, folks, no disrespect to my friends here. I'm just trying something new for the shows. We're pre-recording these too. We're going to drop them as pre-records. Richie, thoughts on the game? Go ahead.
Finally. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. Now I got a lot to say. I'm happy I'm going last because I heard some crazy takes. Like absolutely mind-blowing. So where do I even begin? So first of all, you say Drake May's internal clock was sped up. That's the excuse?
I'm
TD
talking all
Finstock.
postseason long.
I'm talking this game. TD just laid it out perfectly. The pressure was at Sam's face and Sam's lap all game. What happened with his internal clock? The great quarterbacks are the ones that don't let the pressure get to them. Drake May felt the pressure and it compounded in his mind. The great ones level up and do not allow that to get to him. Of course, his offensive line did not do many favors. By the way, Will Campbell is an absolute bust of a left tackle. Just saying.
But he's not a bust because he's
May,
struggled in a few games, but
a few games? This is not just a few games.
So Will Campbell in the regular season was good.
All right, Dan, when are you going to mute his mic? Because he's going to keep trying to cut me off because he said some blasphemous things.
I'm just telling you facts. You're saying things that are wrong.
Facts?
You're saying things that are wrong.
Love.
I'm going to correct you.
All right, guys, I'm not going to be able to talk because Colby's so emotional I can't even speak.
I'm not emotional. I'm just saying if you're going to say something, say facts.
All right, well, first of all, you saying Drake May outperform Sam Darnold might be, Colby, the most delusional thing I've ever heard you say out of your mouth. Like that was shockingly. That's shocking coming out of you. Somebody that I respect in the football world saying those things. Now, listen, you're a Patriots fan. That's a delusional take. I'll give you that. But you do not believe that you're coming away from that game saying Drake May outperformed Sam Darnold statistically. First of all, the guy had 60 yards in 3 quarters, bro. I don't care about no garbage time in the 4th quarter. Who cares? You're coming out of that game, you're going to look at a box score? No. You do not look at the box score to evaluate a quarterback. That's number one. You watch the film, you add context. You watch the game. You're going to go to the box score and give me all these stats and say Drake May play better? Did you watch the football game? Don't even say that, bro. You're ruining all credibility. There's no way you believe that Drake May even statistically outperformed Sam Darnold because
Richie,
what
listen to the
stats
words
did
I'm
you
telling
conveniently? Okay, say it again, Colby.
Richie, I said, listen to the words I'm telling you. I said, statistically, he outperformed Sam Darnold. Statistically are these stats. No, it's not. Statistically, he outperformed him. What do you? How are you going to argue with factual numbers?
I will argue right now. I will argue right now.
Actual numbers.
Okay, listen. Drake May, 235 of his yards came in the 4th quarter, which was complete garbage time. That's called Seattle. That's called Seattle just letting everything go underneath, and they're not really care. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you just so happen to conveniently leave off the 3 turnovers that Drake May.
I didn't. I literally included them. What do you mean?
So you're telling me Drake May performed better than Sam because why? He had more yards and the same amount of touchdowns. Like I don't understand.
I said statistically he performed better.
Okay, so what metrics did he perform better in?
He performed better in the passing. He performed better in completion percentage. He performed better in quarterback grading. He performed better with rushing yards. The only area in which he wasn't better was the turnovers. That's a fact.
And you're going to say that's a fact. And Drake May didn't play bad.
Those numbers you can look up right now, Richie.
Yeah, okay,
I didn't say
those
he
are the numbers.
I said statistically he played better.
But why even say that, brother?
Because I'm just saying that's a fact. Statistically, he played better. You said what categories? I listed the categories out to you. You're laughing at me.
Who gives a crap?
No,
I am laughing at you for sure because that is ridiculous.
Richie, I'm telling you. They
all came in the 4th quarter.
Play better. Okay, I'm not even arguing with that. What I am telling you though is I'm saying statistically, Drake May outperform Sam Darnold. Stat-wise, he outperformed Sam Darnold. That is a fact.
It's not a fact. You're wrong.
Why are you gonna? Okay, so you're also gonna argue that 1 + 1 is 2. You want to tell me
no? Because your interpretation of stats is completely wrong. Just because he had a better passer rating and passing yards in the 4th quarter means absolutely nothing, bro. He turned the ball over 3 times.
It was the whole game. It wasn't just the 4th quarter.
All right,
dude. He had 60 yards through 3 quarters. You're out of your mind.
All right,
I'm saying overall, dog. Last time I checked, football was played through 4 quarters.
So garbage time when they're down 3 scores.
So where it stands right now,
Sam didn't turn the ball over once
since the year 2000.
That was all.
Drake May's playoff run was minus 29.2 total EPA. That is the worst in NFL history. The second worst was Peyton Manning when he couldn't throw the football for 5 yards.
Listen, man.
Grossman, Joe Flacco, Jared Goff when he was at the LA, and Trent Dilfer at 7, surprisingly enough.
So let me give my real thought to this game. I just had to say the crazy things. Now, number one, listen, if you want to say he was statistically better, you can hang the banner because that is, who cares if you outperform somebody statistically when you turn the ball over 3 times, number one. Number two, what did I tell you guys about Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks? I was laughed at. Now, was Sam Darnold an MVP in this game? Was he elite in this game? No, but TD Finstock said it perfectly. He did everything he needed to do to win that Super Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks is built on the run game and playing elite defense. And if your excuse for Drake May playing poorly, which he did all game besides the 4th quarter, was the pressure was in his face, then you got to reevaluate your approach to this football game because Sam Darnold had pressure in his face all game long. The New England Patriots defense was terrific. Christian Gonzalez balled out. I give him all the credit in the world. I think the defense of New England had a game plan, but the run game was effective. And when the pressure got to Sam Darnold, he was able to avoid those sacks, be able to move around the pocket, extend plays, make the throws down the field. Even though his completion percentage wasn't great, even though his passing yards wasn't great, and his passer rating wasn't great, he did not turn the ball over. That's how you win football games. Give me a quarterback performance statistically of Sam Darnold over a statistical performance of Drake May any day of the week. It's not even close, in my opinion. So congratulations to Sam Darnold and Drake May, the New England Patriots. I went into this game with this thing. This is the last thing I'll say. This was their opportunity to show me, are you legit or not? Because you went up against the Chargers, you went up against the Texans, and you went up against the Bo Nix-less Broncos, but this was the test, and they failed. And it was a successful hate watch, and the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. And now I'll say this too, the road's only getting tougher. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, all these guys
Quinn Ewers
are going to be in your way next year. So it's not going to be
Trevor
easy to roll back.
Lawrence, man, looking like he's
Trevor
decent. But
Lawrence, Bo Nix too.
right before we get into the next topic, and Colby, we love you, man. We love you, brother.
It's just some of the
course, I hope you
blasphemy
know.
that is said on this
Hey,
show.
Dan,
is
I
crazy
hope
to me.
that you know that. Hey, we love you,
Dan.
and we've all been ripped apart
Dan.
before. What?
I got to just hit you with one fact check. I did my research. He did not have the worst quarterback performance. It was actually the Super Bowl performance. It was Josh Allen who had a 0 in a Super Bowl performance.
So with EPA goes into the negatives.
I don't think you understand.
So with EPA
Dan.
goes into the negatives.
So,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Try,
Did
TD.
have a very
You
bad
tried to have a
Denver
good joke,
Broncos.
but it failed.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, it
I'm
didn't
not-
fail. He was
not
0
sure.
for him
Yeah,
to be comparing people.
So he had a better EPA than Drake May in that game, surprisingly.
Who?
But anyway,
Who?
Got to let you guys know about Sleeper. All right. Sleeper is an awesome tool for you guys to learn. And they also just came out with something new. Team Picks has been launched. And you guys want to go to Sleeper by using our code. Look at this, man. They got a lot of interesting things on their app now. You can literally go to their app and predict on Sleeper by using our code RTS. Who's going to go number 1? Fernando Mendoza? Probably. Who's going to be the champions next year? Let's look at these odds. Early 2027 picks are on Sleeper, folks. This is a new feature that they just launched. What do you guys have to say? You got the Buffalo Bills coming in as a third favorite, Stan Mitchell,
Oh, my
as the
God.
Super
Yes,
Bowl
sir.
LXI
Yes, sir.
champions. Bills Mafia, if you want to go over there and bet on your Bills, you put $100 down, we'll win $1,000 on Sleeper for the Buffalo Bills to become Super Bowl champions. They have a lot of future bets. Next year's NFC Championship winner, the New England Patriots, are right there with the Bills, tied for the AFC Championship winner. So if you guys
There you
want to
go.
go check it out, go do it now. And they have even next year's first overall pick odds. The Jets are right there at 5%. Woo! They're not picking us, thank goodness. Oh, no, this is the first overall pick this year. My apologies. So MVP winner next year. They got a lot of fun things on the Sleeper app. Use the code RTS. Link at the top of the description to sign up today. You guys will be able to get a $100 deposit match. It's a new feature that they just launched. And, of course, you can still utilize their new feature all throughout the offseason.
Real talk, y'all need to go check that out on Sleeper because it is dope. Let me tell y'all, I played the new add-on with Sleeper yesterday, and I picked the Patriots to win. What's cool about it is during the game, Seattle scored a field goal. I bet $115 to win like 328. When Seattle scored the first field goal, they allow you to cash out early and take your losses. I could have pulled out 98, but I was like, nah, Patriots gonna win. Then it was 6-0. They lowered my cash out amount, but there is a safety net in cashing out if things aren't going well early. And dumb me riding it all the way to the end, thinking the Patriots would make a comeback, and I lost it all.